All right, how we doing out there? Man, I just got off the phone with a bunch of customers, some other people I'm doing business with. They saw the video, they find it quite hilarious that the paint is not matching. So we have a fellow over in Kansas. He's going to be receiving his paint in the next couple of days. He is going to do his unboxing. He's going to flash the bottom of his cap where the paint, he's going to show the paint of him painting the screen in. And he's going to show you that the paint that you're seeing here does not match the one he has. So we sent out paint to several customers. They're going to be showing off their product pretty soon. And they're going to show you that there's something wrong with the video. Right now, the guy over in Kansas is laughing his head off because he's saying there's something wrong here because it's not matching. So I told you before in many of my video demonstrations that the Supreme 8 has a very interesting color to it. And it was developed that way to keep people from doing fake demonstrations against their company or fake unboxings. So one of the problems we had in the unboxing of the Supreme 7, which was done by Mr. Crow, he basically mixed the paint in with black paint. And it was only way we could actually prove it wasn't our technology was the fact that we were doing demonstrations on the white levels of our technology versus everyday black paint. So we have already done these demonstrations already. So as you can see, this is the color of the paint that he has displayed. It is a bit of a dark gray, whatever he mixed up. This is the color of a Supreme 8. As I said before, it has, I spilled some all over my desk. I had to scrub my desk clean. But as I said before, it has a very interesting color code to it. You look at it, there are two different forms of paint. Now, the guy over in Kansas, the other fellow in Washington, D.C., they're going to be displaying their caps. They'll match exactly the same color as you're seeing right here on this. This is a Supreme 8 color coding. That is not. That is actually, I don't know what that is. So it's very easy to print someone's label up, stick it on a container, because you can get these containers from Walmart, just about any place. They're just storage containers, and to fake the demonstration. So let me show you a few things here real quick. So right behind me, we have a wallpaper screen Supreme 8. And this is how we can tell if somebody is falsifying our paint. Because like I said, we had an incident with a contract where they basically boxed a whole bunch of containers of paint. They printed out our labels and they said the paint got damaged in shipping, and they were trying to get money out of us to pay for the shipping and the damaged product, when we knew in our invoices we never sent that paint to begin with. So we were able, the paint they had was actually black. When you take a black screen, you stick it against a Supreme, it comes up a different color. It's a different shade of black. But that's how we know. There's certain things we do to protect ourselves. So the unboxing video, one of the things I felt that was a little bit upsetting about his unboxing video, number one, for the fake paint, it was completely unfair due to the fact that he did apply it on with a paintbrush, which was really, 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 look how he applies it on with the paintbrush. So he's using a paintbrush to apply it on. Now, this is what I want to show you right here. And then number two, one of the things we found, see right there, where he's claiming that to be our product. I'm sorry, buddy, you're off. That's not our product. This is our product. So that's a problem right there. Now, as I said before, this particular individual does very unfair demonstrations. So I want you to look at this real quick. As you notice, if this was our product, and if he did have it, the window light is always on our side of the screen, where he keeps his screen away from any form of window light. Also, too, in the demonstration, no contrast demonstrations were performed whatsoever. Now, keep in mind, you've seen a Supreme 8 outside in ambient light pulling off a Starfield demonstration. So this is the kind of stuff that we have to deal with. Only black paint reacts that way. Whatever he has in that mixture. Now, I'm going to show you something right here. We're going to go back to a demonstration of me painting in my screen. Back here. Let me see if I go back to the very first beginning where I first started this paint. There we go. But this is me painting in plexiglass. If you look at the paint here and here, they're exactly the same. I'm going to get right here. I'm actually painting my screen. There we go. So that's a paint right there. So you can see the color of it. Same thing we have here in the container. That's what a Supreme 8 looks like. It's not gray. And it kind of has a weird kind of purplish brownish look to it. So this is why, come on, this guy has got to be smarter than this. Why would you do a fake demonstration? We've done live. This is a live demonstration of the paint in action. Of me painting my screen in live. Same coating. Right? Now let me show you something right here. Now, when I did the demonstration, and I said this many times, let me disconnect mode of my my speakers here so you can hear me talking. As I said in my demonstration, come on, you do something like this. Come on now. That's me complaining, upset because of what this idiot did. So let me show you right here. Now, in the demonstration, I sat there on camera and said that when it comes to our black technology, that a gray screen and a white screen will always produce a higher white level. I told you can quote me on this because it's in every last one of my demonstrations. But what a black screen, a gray screen can't do, take that out real quick. What a gray screen can't do is it cannot produce contrast. Can produce a high white level, so high that the screen does not come out dark. All right, so let me go back and show you again. We'll go back to the done these demonstrations already. Black background with the Windows display. Now, in this display, the background is supposed to be black. This demonstration will never be done because if he does this demonstration, his screen. And the fake demonstration that he did, even with the fake paint, he will never ever do a contrast demonstration live because he knows that the screen will fail. A light gray screen, as I've been saying before, and a gray screens or white screens can't produce contrast. Screen will not be able to produce that black level. Now, let's go back here to the Starfield demonstration. These are demonstrations you cannot do this. See, now, if I go to remove all this, and we go to Skyward. Now, Skyward is a very bright demonstration, a lot of high white levels. Food demo. There it is right there. I'll pull this up. We don't hide anything in our demonstrations. Grab this other one back here. I have another sample sheet here. Let me grab another sample sheet. All right, now, the Skyward demonstration, as you can see, this was showed on camera. White screen is producing a gray screen is producing a much higher white level. But what I wanted to show off in demonstration is that our technology can produce a high white level. So high that the screen does not come out dark. There you go. The black screen can produce a white level high enough where the image does not come out dark. But the problem is, a gray screen will fade. Let me show you something really quick. Okay? Just because it's producing a brighter image does not mean it's producing good color. Because you have to have contrast. That's how we know it's not our stuff. We can see and tell it's not our stuff. Because I did this demonstration already. See how faded the fruit looks here? See how faded the fruit looks? Look how rich and red it looks there. Look at the timestamp date on this video. It was done about 4 days ago. I think what bothers him is the fact that we're doing these demonstrations, and he wanted to do these demonstrations showing off the flaws in our screens. You see how high the white levels are on the black screen? Done over and over again, and they're done when they take our screen down to a test facility. These demonstrations are done. Now that's the black paint. They take my screen automatically and they stick it right up against a white screen. They do it all the time. They do it all the time. This is what they have to do. So I'm used to this. I'm used to these kind of demonstrations being done on my product because they have to do this. This has to be done. Now, as I said before, our screen produces the highest level when it comes to a black screen. Now, this right here, I can load you up 10 videos, exactly, all doing the exact same thing. Now, this is how you want to portray our screens. You want to portray our screens that they can't pick up our white levels. The video was 4 days ago. This video was launched ahead of time before his review because we knew what we were going to do. That right there is black house paint. This is our technology right here, the real technology. So our screens may not produce a white level as high as a light gray screen. It may not produce. Did you just hear what I just said on camera? I said our screens may not produce a white level as high as a light gray screen. I told you, mark my words, I will bring this video back to haunt you. And that's exactly what I said. Now, in his video demonstration on the fake product that he displayed light, bright images, and he basically put that against whatever paint he had in that container and said, look, that's how dark the white levels come up. Not one time in that demonstration with the fake mix that he had in the container did he ever show any form of contrast demonstrations. No star fills, no OLED videos, nothing. You know why? Because his screen would have showed major flaws, and he couldn't allow you to see that. Now, in our demonstrations, we can go back and I can take a light gray screen and I can put it against our technology, showing you the white levels. Our technology can produce a high white level. So high that the screen does not come out dark. Now you see the piece of fruit? Get up close. Let me show you something. See the piece of fruit, how it fades out? This is stuff he has. If it was our technology, that's what should have displayed. Now, for the guy over in Kansas City, he will be doing the exact same demonstration, similar to mine, and our demonstration should match with no problem. Some people don't like to see the truth. Let me go back here a minute. I'm going to pause this. I got a piece of paper stuck to the bottom of my foot. Let me show you something really quick. Demonstration. And he wanted to do these demonstrations showing off the flaws in our screens. Look, these demonstrations have been done over and over again. And they're done when they take our screen down to a test facility. These demonstrations are done. They take my screen automatically and they stick it right up against a white screen. They do it all the time. They do it all the time. This is what now our screens produce a higher white level when dealing with other black screens. Because they have to do this. This has to be done. Now, as I said before, our screen produces the highest level when it comes to a black screen. Now, this right here is everyday black paint. Now, this is how you want to portray our screens. You want to portray screens that they can't pick up they can't pick up white levels. But they can pick up white levels. This is next to a black screen. When you use black house paint, when you use black material, it can produce a white level.
Now,
so
watch this.
Our screens may not produce a white level as high as a light gray screen. It may not produce a white level as high as a a white screen. It has the ability to produce a high enough white level that's extremely satisfying to the customer, where it's not so dark that they can't make out the image. This is what bothers some people when we do demonstrations like this, because pretty much it takes the ability for them to be able to do any harm to our product, or try to do any harm to our product.
Oh, PS4 controller just died. I eat through my controllers so fast, it's not even funny.
So as I said before, we are waiting for the review. My contract distributors are waiting for the review. And when you do, I'm going to tell you something real quick, and I've said this many times before, when you do stuff on that level, not only are you being watched by me and your customers, and you're being watched by other people that are watching you doing your videos for the first time, and you're being watched by major companies.
Listen to what I'm saying. By major companies are watching his videos right now. People we have contracts with. We have companies who have our product right now that are watching that demonstration he just did. He will never get a contract. Never get one. Because of the stuff he does.
Now keep in mind, I've done dozens of live demonstrations.
This is a live we've done live paint on demonstrations of the product.
So, you know, there's no way around this. So before you go back and say, oh, he's using smokes and mirrors, before he's brightening it, well, my friend, I did this demonstration live several times. All right, so let's get off that topic right there. We're going to do another color pattern test because I found.
And this is what I find weird.
But okay, so here.
Why would you, if you're painting the screen,
testing other things? So I'm going to tell you
that's already gray. The screen is already gray. Why would you repaint it again?
Like that.
Does that make any sense to you?
We did some business with is Seymour AV. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with the screens. I'm familiar with them. They make amazing screens. We've done business with them. We were in the process of doing.
I was happy to see
the fellow's name is Chris.
that top.
Really cool dude. Really, really cool guy. But him and his brother, I think it's a family-owned business, and they design screens. Look at the white levels.
Oh, paint on my screen. All right, spilled paint all over my desk.
A white level as high as a white screen or like gray screen, but the white levels are.
I don't know what he probably thought the product was gray, maybe.
All right. So anyway, as I said before, we've done business with multiple companies, and they contacted us due to the fact they saw something that we were doing on Facebook. They contacted us through Facebook. We got into a conversation, talking back and forth, and this is before I don't know if they had the matte black. Yeah, I think they did have the matte black already. So I'll show you an email. This is my email account under my other company. Like I said, I had an older company under Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. There it is. And this is Chris Seymour, very nice fellow right there.
Let me show you real quick.
That
something.
right there is a mutual.
Now keep in mind, our product literally is supposed to be so dark that it doesn't pull up. Hey, how you doing? Our product is supposed to be so dark that it doesn't pull up in a well-lit environment.
So an NDA means.
All right. So if it doesn't pull up in a well-lit environment, well, let me show you something real quick. Here we go. I'll show you something here.
So this is a non-disclosure agreement from their company, from Seymour AV. There's a lot of stuff people don't know about our company. We did business with a lot of big people, but yeah, this is a non-disclosure agreement. Now, within this agreement, we can work on different projects.
This is my product outside.
And in these projects, we can work on.
This is a paint-on demonstration outside. If you look at this Supreme, every time I pour it out, whew, I got too much stuff playing in the background. Hold on for a minute. Let me pause it there. Let me go over here. I got a video playing back here. Let's pause that for a minute because we got too much going on. So let me show you. This is an outside paint-on demonstration. If you notice, and every time you see me pour out this paint, it always looks the same. You see that strange color when I pour it out?
I told you before, the black paint has an odd color to it.
I told you it has an odd, strange color to it. It's designed that way to keep people from mimicking our stuff.
We're just going to do a little partial area to screen out the whole thing.
And this is me doing an outside paint on demonstration. Outside. With tons of ambient light. I'll show you the results. We'll go back here a minute.
Over the white and gray screen paint. Like I said, we're doing an outside demonstration. Usually people don't do paint on outside demonstrations because the screens will fade and wash out. So let me finish the whole section.
All right, so here we are. This is my PS4 running through my wallpaper screen. Now, I said, mark my words, in all my demonstrations that we did before this fake review came up by Mr. Crow, I said that I did demonstrations on a light gray screen and a dark gray screen and a white screen. Now, I said in my demonstrations, let me pause right here. Pause it. And pause right there. I said in my demonstrations, crystal clear. And you can mark my words on it. I said a light gray screen and a white screen will always produce a higher white level than a black screen. A black screen will always produce contrast better than both of those screens. But keep in mind that a white screen will produce a higher white level than a gray screen. A gray screen can't produce a contrast level, and it can't produce a white level higher than a white screen. It's just common sense. But consider the fact that our black screens have the ability to be able to produce a white level that's high enough where the screen does not come out dark and dingy. And it actually proves itself if you match it against another black screen. Now, when I have companies that come at me and say, hey, look, we want to buy all this paint from you, but we need to know what is the difference between your black paint and everyday house paint, or basically just a black sheet. We can do a demonstration on a white snow level, and we can show our screens pull a higher white level. But Mr. Crow tried to go in and say, hey, look, his paint doesn't pull a high enough white level higher than a light gray screen. This is where he shoves his foot in his mouth, because you clearly heard me said on camera over and over again the same thing. It doesn't make no. You're saying the lid sitting in direct sunlight. Do you see the color of this product right here? You can sit this color in direct sunlight and it still come out the same way it looks right now. Don't have me do something. I'll do a demonstration on that, and trust me, I'll prove you wrong. You won't like it. I can back my product up 100%. That's why we have another fellow in Kansas is going to display his cat. His product was dark gray when it came out. Hold on for a minute. Oh, hold on. I'm on live. You can? I'm on live. Okay. That's it. I'm on live. Chill. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So let's finish this video. Somebody was at my door. I'd let them in. All right. So as the fellow was saying, the screen was sitting in direct sunlight. So that's the reason why it did not look the color that it was. Sorry, but let me explain something to you. It doesn't make a difference if it sits in direct sunlight. It's still going to be the color that it is. If you take black paint out of a can and you stick it in direct sunlight, it's still black. All right, so let's move on from there. Now, keep in mind,
In my demonstrations, I clearly said, crystal clear, I said that a gray screen and white screen would always produce a higher white level. If my product was so dark, I would not be able to display a crystal clear image, a bright enough image. And the image would be so dark that you couldn't make it out or see it. Now, keep in mind, this does not harm any of my contracts. They still stand because I still have people buying my products. And also, too, I find kind of strange that we didn't sell any paint this week at all. We've been selling nothing but wallpaper screens. Ever since I did that 2 screens for $588, they've been selling like crazy. Did I see his review? No, I did not see his review. But we have several reviews coming up. Let me see right here. Well, let me tell you something. We have reviews. Hey, we have, if the product is bad, like I said, if the product is bad, it wouldn't show up on my screen. So how's it showing up here? This is a live demonstration. And on top of that, Tristan's screen, keep in mind, as we said before, he was being sent down a new lamp for the projector. But like I said, if the product is bad, this is a live demonstration. Show me where I have any smoke and mirrors where my screen's coming up dark. Like I said, we're going to go in. He needs a new lamp for his projector. I told him already that we're going to set up a new lamp. Anytime we send somebody a projector, we always give them new lamps. And his lamp pretty much is on back order because it's an older projector, but we always send him up new lamps. If not, we just send him up another projector. Now, my customers can always contact me and say, hey, look, Ken, I'm not satisfied with the projector. Can you send me another projector? It's not a problem. I have dozens of projectors downstairs in my shop. As a matter of fact, I just gave one away to a friend of mine because her projector just broke. And it was a projector that I gave to her. The lamp blew on it. They're a little rough on their projectors. They run it 24/7. They have a lot of kids. And the projector's a little older, but the ball blew out. And I said, just come to the house and just pick up another one. If he's not happy and he feels that the projectors, because I've never, put it this way, from Tristan, I haven't got any form of emails or anything from him telling me that he was dissatisfied by the product whatsoever. Nothing. If he has a problem with the projector, he can more than email me and say, hey, look, I need another projector. I'll ship you another one for free. Not a problem. It's not a big deal. Sometimes an image, and if you have a widescreen, if your projector is not acting right, or if you're using a fake or faulty projector, the image is not going to come up that well. But you're watching. This is a live demonstration. Now, it'd be different if I was recording this and you were watching this demonstration, you know, and you're watching it later, but this is a live demonstration you're watching. So if my screen is so dark, because I'm not Harry Potter, I don't have a magic wand in front of me, so you're seeing the screen in real time. So you explain to me how you're looking at a screen in real time that's producing white levels this high. But I'm going to show you what happens if you fake the demonstration and you take a black piece of paint that's not, any paint that's not ours, it's going to come out looking like this. You see how dark and dirty that looks? That's how we know it's not our technology. Come on now. You're watching me do this live. Next week, I sign a major contract pretty soon in Germany. And this is a big contract I'll be signing. for basically doing outdoor movie displays. Now, they have our technology. They have to. Who in their right mind is going to sit there and sign a 4-year contract with somebody and they never tested the product? Like I said, I got letters from Black Diamond. I got letters from Seymour AV. There'd be no point for these people to contact us if they felt that our product wasn't good. But like I said, that demonstration, I'm sorry, that is not our paint at all. There's something really wrong with it. That paint is gray.
What's up, YouTube? Sean Lee, your Techno Dad here, back with another CES 2019 video. Right now we're checking out the Skyward.
Let me see now. Hold on for a minute. Let me go over here. I gotta grab this demonstration again. Let's go to, let's see.
I gathered from the rep that if this does get released to the United States, it will be cheaper than LG. Will that happen? We have no clue.
What I want to know is, if you're going to do a demonstration, do one with contrast. Ask them to do a contrast demonstration. We won't do it. I can show you right here, and a demonstration we did colors. Now, let me see. Should I do this live on here? Let me show you right here, if we got time to do it. I'm going to go over to my channel. Hit the video. Also, too, let me show you real quick. I'll make sure I don't have the right page popping up. I got personal information that can't pop up. You watching live, there's my screen right there. All right. Now over here, this is my Facebook page. I got a bunch of pages on here, but this is my Facebook page right here. Oh, we're gonna post it here too. See that baby right there? We didn't even post that to YouTube yet. That's a hologram screen we're working on. Outside demonstrations. Live demonstrations on Facebook. We do tons of live demonstrations on Facebook. Tons of paint on demonstrations. So if the technology didn't work, it'd be virtually impossible for me to do any of these demonstrations live because the screen would come up dark. But I'm showing you live. That's what I can't understand, how this individual mind thinks. If you're watching me do live demonstrations, because before we weren't doing live demonstrations, I was ridiculed of basically going in and changing the settings on the camera. So how is it possible if I can change the settings on the camera if I'm doing it live and you're watching me doing it in real time?
Or, let me see.
Now, mind you, if my screen was so dark, I wouldn't be sitting up here watching videos on my deck in the afternoon. It's inside my house downstairs. That's an Optima GT 5500 on the floor, ultra short throw. Oh, I was eating. Wish I had some of it right now. That's my screen right there in the living room. Look at all that light. You know, take it any way you want. It's a jealousy thing. And I'll tell you why it's a jealousy thing. We can produce screens outside. We can produce screens in fully lit environments. We can use them on ultra short throws. We could throw them out in the rain. Look at that.
So I'm just showing you around inside my Sorry about that. Theater room slash, I gotta get that poster back up there too. Just found out today, they're right back up there. Just showing you inside my theater room slash living room, or not living room, but more like a gathering room. This is pretty much what it is. And as you can see, I'm using my Ultimate GT55 Ultra Short projector. My screen is around 126 inches.
See, what Crow failed to understand about the technology is that the fact that the screen being black produces a high enough white level that it doesn't come out dirty and dingy. That's what he failed to understand. I can never understand people, and I've dealt with people like this all my life in business. They just don't understand. What they want to do is they basically want to get their own conclusions on what it should be and what they think it should be. The bottom line is, and like I said, well after I leave off this earth, gray screens and white screens are going to become obsolete. It's going to happen. Bottom line is, black technology screens are getting darker and darker and darker and darker. You got the Dark Star 9, you got Black Diamond. Trust me, if you look at even TV screens, the OLEDs are black. This is a new change of technology. It's going to happen. I bet you people sat back there back in the 70s when they had 8-track players in their car and said, no, this technology is not going anywhere. Do you see 8-tracks in cars anymore? No. Look at the Ford Model T. Look how much that vehicle has changed now from that car, actually when they first developed that car in that barn. Technology constantly has to change and evolve. Some people just don't want to accept it, but you have to. I used to develop light gray screens. Where do you think I started from? I started from designing light gray screens, silver screens, but this is where technology is at now. People want true contrast. They don't want a gray screen. They don't want to sit in the dark. That's what they don't want. They want to be able to use their screens in fully lit environments. Now, back in the day, keep in mind, I've been around for a while, when screens were white, you had to have a dedicated theater room for these screens. Or your mother or father would pull out that projection screen that basically pulled up from the top and the bottom, and you would show your reel-to-reel movies on it. That's how it was when I was coming up. But that's not that era anymore. Now people want movie screens in their homes, and they want to treat them like TVs. They don't want to go out and spend $10,000 for a TV just to have their kids throw a Matchbox car and crack the screen and find out that the screen's going to cost you more than the TV. Might as well buy another TV. That's what people want. They don't want to sit in the dark. For every customer that I talk to, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is, I don't want to be sitting in the dark. I want to watch the game. Super Bowl's coming up. You're going to have your family and friends sitting in the dark trying to figure out where the coffee table's at when you get up to go to the bathroom. See how well lit my environment is? This is what it's supposed to look like. My guest should be to come over to my house and sit anywhere in that environment, as you're seeing me sit down, and still be able to hit that screen. From anywhere in that environment, they should be to walk around. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. You don't want to be in the dark, because keep in mind, when you watch a demonstration in the dark, then that just tells you that's where you're going to be at. So that means every time your friends and family and stuff come over, you got to turn on all the lights in that particular environment so the screen does not wash out or fade. Look at my environment. That's me turning lights on in the house. My house is very well lit. Now look, not only do I have lights on the house, but I can go out on the deck and watch my screen on the deck. That's my screen sitting outside at around, I think we're outside around 4 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock, outside. So keep in mind, instead of my guests, because usually most people have white projection screens outside, you can't fire up that projection screen until probably around 10 o'clock or so forth. I haven't. If you're, okay, I didn't get all that message because it comes on for a couple of minutes and then it cuts off. I do apologize for that. eBay, if you're asking about buying projectors on eBay, I buy a lot of projectors off eBay. Literally, I buy a lot of projectors off eBay. I think out of all the projectors I buy, out of 100%, I think 90% of my projectors I buy on the screen. Oh, no. You think because my projector I have in the room is 4,300 lumens. Okay. I told you, I have a demonstration to back up everything that I do. Everything. All right. So I'm going to show you. I got screens that can be submerged underwater. I'm going to show you something right here. This is the same screen using my Sony 1100 lumen projector 720p in my room. Anybody who knows me, who knows when I post videos, I do videos on just about everything. As a matter of fact, it was this projector, this knockoff projector that I bought. I warned a lot of people to stay away from that projector because that thing was absolutely garbage. It was. Actually, I gave it to a friend of mine. He has a projector now. Let me see if I can find that video. We just did it recently. I do apologize. If I'm not answering you right away, it's because your comments pop up for a couple minutes and then they disappear. So let me see if I can find the video first. All right. Now look, this is me showing off a demonstration of our black screen against a white screen, on a white level. Now keep in mind, as I said before, that a white screen, really quick, a white screen is always going to produce a higher white level than a black. Okay, so let me check real quick. I'm rambling for a minute. Come on, man. Really, seriously? Go back to what I had. All right, there we go. Hold on. Because I want to show you this. It's really important. You have to see this. I don't hide anything from you. I'm going to show you right up front. Let me come back here. All right. Now, this right here is a white background. All right. Now, as I said before in my demonstrations, hold on for a minute. As I said before in my demonstrations, I'll tell you about that in a few minutes. As I said before in my demonstrations, that a black screen, a white screen, and a gray screen will always have the ability to produce a higher white level than a black screen. A black screen will have the ability to produce better contrast than both. A white screen will always produce higher white levels than a gray screen. Now, I want to show you something here. Now, even though, as you see, the background of our black screen looks a little dark, there you go, right there. Now, you're seeing it live. That's the same black screen you're looking at over here. Next to a white screen, next to a gray screen, those screens are going to be to produce a higher white level, which is going to make the black screen seem a little darker because they produce a higher white level, the light gray screen and the white screen. Now, I told you, our screens have the ability to be able to produce a high enough white level so the screen does not come out dirty or dingy. See, we can produce skin tone, we can produce white levels, different shades of white level. Because what people don't want is they don't want a black screen that's going to produce a level that's so dark that they can't see the screen. But the downside to a gray screen or a white screen is they can't produce color pop. Now this is called a color test. I want you to look at the color when it comes up. Well, here's the thing. Calibrating. You know where calibrating projectors came from? They came from when projection screens were white. That's where calibrating projectors came from. That's where it first came from. Calibrating a projector didn't come from gray screen, dark gray screens and black screens. Because a black screen and a dark gray screen is going to have less of a chance that you don't have to calibrate the surface due to the fact that the image is automatically going to pop. Colors are going to fade a lot faster on a light gray screen or on a white screen. And I'll show you right here. There you go. Now you see how the color looks faded? See what I'm doing see how I'm doing the different colors? See how it looks faded? And how the black screen pulls up a straight solid blue? That's why you have to calibrate your projector, because a light gray screen and white screens can't pull up a perfect color balance. That's why. I can show you that live if you want to. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll show you live. No calibration, no 4K. That's why the minute you take a light gray screen and you show any blues or any reds on and you turn the lights on, that screen fades just like that. That's why. Hold on for a minute. I got to go back here and I got to find... Here we go, right here. I found it. All right, so I'm going to show you really quick. My battery's down on my phone, so I'm sorry about that. All right, so I'm going to show you, if I have it here already, set up on my screen. Let me see if I can find it. I know I bought upstairs, my other projector. If I don't have it, I'll find the video, because I bought upstairs my Sony, I have a Sony VPX. Matter of fact, that's the Sony projector right there that I own right there. That projector right there is 1100 lumens. That's not the one. So many videos. A lot of videos. I have a lot of videos. Trying to see what we have going on here. That's not it. That's the giant screen right there. I'm trying to... Anybody know anything about CRT projectors? If you know anything about CRT projectors, hit up my email, because right now I'm trying to get into CRT projectors and I know very little about it. I'm kind of educating myself on them, but I do want to own one, and I'm actually in the process of actually looking at two. I'm actually planning to get a Sony CRT projector, but if you know anything about CRT projectors, please hit me up, because I'm interested in learning about them. I do want to get a CRT projector, and they are very complicated, but I'm always interested in trying something different, but I never owned one, so I want one. Let me see. If I can't find the video, I do apologize, but there is a video here where I did the screen on a 1100 lumen projector. NEC short throw. That was NEC short throw demonstration right there. Let me see if this one's it. I just don't know which one to die on me. Alright, let me see. Alright, here we go. We found it. Okay. There we are. That's the demonstration right there. I did the same screen on a 1100 lumen projector right there, 720p. So I did the other one on the other projector, which was, there it is right there. So there's my projector right there. It's on. That's my projector right there. As you can see right there, that's my Sony 1100 lumen projector, 4300 lumen projector, 1100 lumen projector, 1080p, actually 1920 by 1200. That is 720p right there. Same distance. All right, so now mind, the projector is so old it only does 4.3. That's how old the projector is. And that's on my screen right there. Let me get this thing up playing real quick. That's on my screen right there at 1100 lumens. Now, I do this because I'll have people saying, well, guess what? It's not fair because you're using a 4300 lumen projector and it's a lot of power. That's 1100 lumens right there. You want to see something even crazier? I'll show you something even crazier before I get out of here. This is called, you can look it up for yourself. It's a challenge that we put out for everybody to be able to beat the screen paint. This is the Supreme 7. So all you have to do is put down challenge. It'll pop right up on the search engine. It's a challenge we put out for any screen paint to challenge us. No one has ever matched the demonstration. In this demonstration, there is a 1100 lumen projector, same one you see there on the floor. And we are outside on our black technology. And in the challenge, we challenge anyone to be able to do the exact same demonstration. 10 feet back, 1100 lumens. Same projector you're seeing there on the floor that I used inside. It's the same projector I had outside. And this is on a Supreme 7.
Even I was surprised on that one, to tell you the truth. Let's go to clear, and let's go to real quick LG snowboarding. But keep in mind, like I said, bottom line is, the fellow who was messaging me back and forth, please email me so I can actually talk to you a little better. I do apologize if I'm not answering any of your questions. I'm not ignoring you in any way. It's just your messages pop up for a couple minutes and then they're gone. So please, if you have the time, send me, I'll send you my email and we can talk from there. But like I said, anybody have any information on CRT projectors? Oh, I'm a woman. Oh, I'm sorry. I do apologize. I deeply apologize for that. Well, look, I'll give you my email and just basically contact me and we will talk. If you're looking for a projector, a good projector, I can help you find that out because I have plenty of merchants that I do business with on eBay. And see, that was the whole purpose. And when we start developing this technology was to have a black screen to have the ability to produce a bright enough level where oh, okay. Yeah. I'm happy I was able to help. I'm happy I was able to help. eBay has a lot of good projectors. They do. And like I said, back check them on projectorcentral.com. And that's an easy way to find out because sometimes the merchant may put the information incorrect. So that's a good way to back up whatever you're getting. I'm happy to help out. But I will contact Tristan tomorrow and I will basically send him down another projector if he wants one. You know, if he feels the one he has is not working well with him, I'll send him down another one. It's not a problem. Like, bottom line, if I was in it for money, just to take and get what I can get, I could have sold this technology to Black Diamond or any big company that came across my table asking for me to sell out. Could have either just gave them the technology and they gave me a big check and just walk away from it. You know, let the customers deal with $4,000 and $5,000 screens. I got my money, I'm out. But no, I didn't do that. Bottom line is, you know, I'm not living in a fancy mansion or anything, you know what I mean? Whew. I'm not driving any Bugattis and no Lamborghinis and none of that. So, you know, I'm happy. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy. But, you know, I'm not. I've had companies ask me to sell out, but I didn't. Let me see. I'm trying to find this particular video before I know my battery's going to die on me. Yeah, low battery. My battery's dying, people. I don't have the charger. The charger's downstairs. I do apologize. I got to cut the video short. I'd like to thank you all for your time. Like I said, you got a chance to see the video live, as you can see it right here. I hope the video didn't come up gritty. I can't. The charger's downstairs, but I have to go. Tomorrow, I will do another live demonstration if I have the time because I have orders coming out in. We have wallpaper screens. I got 4 orders that just came in a few minutes ago for those wallpaper screens. We're working on trying to get It's a little gritty, yeah. Sorry about that. We're working on trying to get a 120-inch wallpaper screen. That's the next project. All right, I gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless. Oh, I am Groot. King Groot. That is King Groot. All hail King Groot. All right. Oh, not gritty. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I gotta go. God bless. Be safe out there.